Hello. Thank you for joining us on this fantastic day that you've been blessed to see. Watching the Unk be in the building. UNCS Unks in the building. Resident Uncle Byron is here with the fantastic Auntie Stacy.
Hello.
Today, we will be once again reading Reddit stories.
But I have some questions for Unc before we start.
But she got some questions for me before we start.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. What's something you wish you learned earlier in life?
Something I wish I learned earlier in life. Whew. Couple things. I would say would be the importance of investing really young. Just something small. Put something small in there when you're young, and yeah, I wish somebody would have pulled my coattail on the finance tip early. The other thing I would say is I can give about three things.
Okay.
The other thing I would say is yes, college is for learning, but it's more for networking than anything else.
And if you don't network, what's the point? In my opinion, but yes.
I mean, there's a lot of positive things that come out of the classes themselves, but you really need to be trying to make as many connections as you possibly can. Teachers, professors, other students, societies.
More than anything else.
Well,
societies is what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah. And
so you can get like connections.
Get connections with stuff like that. Like get involved in the actual community. Not talking about pledging. Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about SHRM. Like if you're going into HR, getting into societies like that, getting into clubs,
right.
and really learning different people and what other people have to offer and what you have to offer to kind of really find yourself on a professional level instead of getting out of high school like, what are we going to do next? I guess we'll go to college. And you get out of college, it's like, well, what are we going to do next? I guess we'll find a job. And not really having the connections necessary to
move in that direction.
Yeah.
With like a good footing.
Even with a degree, like you can go get a degree and then it's like
everybody has a degree now.
Yeah, but who do you know who can be like, hey, bro, pull my resume. How these people stop playing?
It's about who you know,
bruh. I would say those
That's
things.
Only two. You said three. What was the third thing?
The third thing was, and I haven't forgotten. I promise.
Sorry.
No,
you
right.
said that you looked like you were about to wrap it up.
But the third thing would be on a personal level. Don't like who doesn't like you. The same vein as like who likes you, but I think that's a statement that's said incorrectly. I think it should be more don't like who doesn't like you. We spend too much time trying to, even when you talk about love, friendships, whatever, we spend too much time trying to stay connected with people who don't like us.
And you try and force them to
and
like
try
you.
to force them to like you. And that's your own self-esteem for validation, whatever. Like, no.
And it's not always that obvious that they don't like you.
No.
Because they could say that they love you and they want to be with you, but their actions show this person doesn't really like me or love themselves.
Well, sometimes it's people like what they can do, what you can do for them. And not just you as a person.
You find that a lot in friendships.
that's hard to learn to judge that when you're very young. I would say that's something that's really powerful. Once you do, you realize like, oh my gosh, you know, if I pull back out of this situation, my relationship with this person is over. Nothing happened. It's just a one-sided friendship. And that's something I think that everybody financially and doing the networking thing, and then also your relationships, making sure they're solid. Like, find your tribe, if I can say it that way. Find your unit, and then stick with those people who are there for you for the duration of your life. And everybody's not going to understand that early when you like, yo, I'm with you for you because I like you and I, care about you as a person, versus just kind of being like, hey, we both like soccer and we're going to soccer games together. And it's like, and as soon as that person stopped liking soccer, now y'all don't have nothing in common. Like, this is not somebody you need to be attaching yourself to lifelong, because people change over the years. So the goal is to find somebody who is genuinely there for you, stay connected with them. And that doesn't often happen. That's societal pressures. That's your friends telling you, this is cool and this ain't. You might like that person that's, not cool. And you choose not to like that person that's not cool because all of your friends say this ain't the cool. But don't do that. Like who is a good person because you like them, and don't like the people that you shouldn't like just because people are telling you that you should like them, and force that situation to happen. I don't think I articulated that as well as it's in my head.
You said it really well in the car one time. We weren't talking about things that you learned and stuff, but I don't remember what was the catalyst for the actual thing.
I do.
What was it?
We was talking about money buying happiness. And I was saying, people say money doesn't buy happiness. Money can buy you relief from a lot of things that take away from your joy. Yeah, it can buy you relief from a lot of things that take away from your joy. And I was like, it's just like that saying. I was like who likes you. You shouldn't like who likes you, because somebody who likes you could be an awful person, and you trying to like who like you, that doesn't work. You shouldn't like people who don't like you. That's what the statement should be. And that's something that, I feel like we all need to learn to not like that person. But sometimes it's our self-esteem that gets in the way.
Well, sometimes it's like a friendship thing. You think that they're really your friends, and then, okay, if they're my friend, I got to stick with it.
Right.
I got to stick. We say that we're friends, so we're going to be friends, even though they might be showing some traits that are just not great. Same thing for relationships. Like, you have to start. So, having a daughter now, being a Trinidadian woman, a Trinidadian child.
I'm just playing.
There's a statement that parents always make, and it was always, friends will take you, but they won't bring you back. So it was always this negative thing about friends, right? They're gonna take you to the party and take you over the edge, but they won't bring you back. So don't follow your friends with everything.
Right. And
it really didn't teach you anything, but kind of made you roll your eyes, like, man, you got friends and you be hanging out with your friends. Why can't I be hanging out with my friends? And it really didn't teach you what. So now, being a mom, I want to try and teach my daughter what friendship is, even at this young age that she's at. So trying to be like, okay, what is a friend? What does that look like? Does a friend treat you good? Does a friend make you mad? Does a friend make you sad? Like, really trying to break it down so that she can identify. And as obviously the conversations will be more in depth and complicated as she gets older, but trying to plant that seed right now so that she could be confident that if this thing is making me feel bad and the person is not good to me, I could walk away from that and find something else. And I wish I had made friends in different pockets, if that made sense. Like, not one type of friend, if that makes sense. I have wonderful friends. They are the best in the world. But I only like one type of person. And it's like, that my experience with friendships that I have now is it was so good that anything else is just like, oh, why am I even bothering? They're not this is not going in the same vein as the friendships that I do have.
You want clones of your current situation, so new people can't.
And the people can't compete.
Right.
And for me, it's like you can have people, and I think men are probably better at this, of compartmentalizing people. Like, I'm here with you because we can play video games together. I'm not really trying to know all the other things that may not be attractive to me. But this right here, I can enjoy you in this. And I just think as I got older, I don't have the capacity for the things that I don't like to be inside of the friendship.
Yeah, I mean...
Does that make sense? Is that bad, guys? Is that bad?
I won't say it's bad.
It's limiting.
I'll say this.
Is limiting.
And I'll say this, and I've given this advice before. I'll say this. You have to compartmentalize people. Unfortunately, you have to... do you? Yeah,
I don't know if that's a fact.
You do.
I think that's
everybody
let's
can't
look at it curiously and walk around it and look at it.
I'm gonna finish this statement first, and then we can definitely do that. But I'm gonna finish the statement first. This is what I believe. Everybody can't be a part of your inner circle. There's some things that everybody who is your quote unquote friend cannot know, because everybody can't handle it. And what I mean by compartmentalizing is we have some friends. I have some friends. Good people, fantastic for, hey, let's go out, let's have a great time, let's get something to eat, let's go to a ball game. I'm not telling you if I'm feeling depressed because you're silly. And I know that about you. It's like, you gonna say the wrong thing and it's gonna piss me off. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna call you if I'm having that moment. And that's what I mean by compartmentalizing. Okay. It's kind of like, I know where you are, and in order for our relationship to continue to thrive, you're not a bad person. I know who I need to call if I need to just, hey, I got a vent, bro. I know you ain't gonna even say too much because you don't never really have nothing to say, but I know to call, bro. This is crazy. Pray with me. All right, man, I got you. I'm praying for, like, you gotta compartmentalize, and everybody can't be everything. Like that. I would say that from that aspect, you have to compartmentalize. And then there's some people you just can't bring around other people. So I'm going to explain this. There's some rooms that I've been in with various different friends, and it's like the conversation is so vastly different. And it's not where you need to cut that other circle off, but the conversation is so vastly different until this person over here is either going to embarrass you,
right,
or they're going to feel so awkward because they can't be a part of this conversation. Mm-hmm. It's like talking to these people over here, and then you got your sports guys over here. And these sports guys are fantastic for talking about sports, but I can't even take you to a ball game because you're going to check out. However, you asking me what business I'm going to start next. Mm-hmm. You telling me about some deal you done made with such and such that's going to make you tens of thousands of dollars. Y'all having this level of conversation over here. I can't bring you in the room because I don't want to talk about this when I'm trying to have a good time. Like, yeah, both of us are friends. But sometimes they got to come together. Hey, it's birthday party. Hey, it's Christmas. Fall through. Have a good time like that. But compartmentalize. We're not all hanging out all the time. That's kind of what I mean.
Okay, because those two different definitions of compartmentalize.
Understood. And that's why I want to finish my statement before you interject it.
I think I'm at a point in my life where, I mean, I obviously have friends like that. Like I have my people I've grown up with, essentially, who know me through and through from when I was super young to now. Mm-hmm. And you have your inside jokes and you're from the same country, background, all of that. And then you have your people that you've picked up along the way. Right. And it's like, okay, I have my that type of friend. Then you might have your work people that you had friends with, or you were part of something and you became friends with this person, or you met them through like you have a friend of a friend and now you become friends and things like that. Ex-boyfriend, the girlfriend of something. You find people in however many ways you find them. I still have a running thread through what I want. So even if I bring them around, so because I used to have these big pool parties, and I would have that friend and I would have the work friend, and they would all come and they would all get along fine,
Right.
because there's a thread, and I don't know what the running thread is.
Right. I would say
specifically, but I could bring them all in the room.
Yeah.
And we would all be good because there's something there that holds. Maybe it's me, the thread that pulls it together.
Everybody could like genuinely care about you, and I think that's a characteristic that you have to have. First of all, is like finding people who genuinely care about whether or not you succeed in life and want to see you win. That's tough. Because it requires somebody to be a little bit selfless in character, because people get jealous. I don't know if you've seen, it's people who they want what you have, not necessarily to be you, but the question pops in their head, why isn't this me? And that's a little dangerous, and it's tough for people to watch you live the life they feel like they deserve.
See that right there, what you're talking about? I can't have them as a friend. And I've had people in my life that are no longer friends because that right there,
it's tough to pick up on
hit
sometimes.
A wall. I know. So that's why you start off, everything is good and dandy until you're like, hey, I'm engaged. And they're like, you're what?
I
needed to be engaged.
This one.
I've been with my man for how long? And you?
Right.
So
spending a long time relationship, waiting on the ring, and then this person
genuine happiness is not there, and then the real thoughts of the person might come out in a situation like that. It doesn't have to be that specific situation.
Jokes that don't be jokes.
You're like, oh,
this how you really feel.
Okay, then, and then you have to make a decision. It's still love. But you're not in the inner circle anymore. So you mentioned the inner circle.
Yep.
My inner circle is very small.
2-3 people.
Yeah. And if you have one, to me,
Praise
you're
God.
wealthy. Because to trust someone that deeply, and they're going to mess up. People are people. They're going to, but it can't be, I secretly am in competition with you, or I secretly don't like you, or I feel I deserve more than you. It has to be like, I said something that was off-putting, but you know where my heart is.
Right.
You know, type things.
Deep
like
down inside, I still want you to win.
Yeah, people are going to have different opinions and things, but value, how much they value you as a person needs to be evident 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't wonder if this person is there for you or not.
The word for the day is character.
Yeah.
I think, and I said this, I think I said this before. I talk so much. But I think I said this before on this podcast. There was talking about the fruit of the Spirit in the Bible. We going there, yeah. The characteristics of that, where if somebody doesn't have this foundation of just being a relatively decent person, 75% of the time you're gonna make mistakes. You're not always gonna be this long suffering, patient, kind. Sometimes you're gonna get mad, be short patient. You didn't eat enough, you're a little hangry, you didn't get enough sleep last night. People gonna say and do stuff sometimes. You gotta be forgiven. The thing is, when you start seeing major character flaws pop up multiple times, one time,
because people will grow. People
hopefully
will have, well, yeah.
Hopefully.
People will have something and they realize, man,
this was
sucked.
stupid.
I should never, and then they move on and they grow out of something, or they grow into it. It's a friendship and any kind of relationship is a constant
It's evolution.
discovery of the person and yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like a circular, what is that? What is that? When you're kind of like riding a bike, 1, 2, 3, you're kind of moving forward, but it takes movement on both sides.
Right.
For you. And then it's like, okay, we don't, you don't like that anymore. Okay, you used to like that. But
Right.
certain things you'll know about somebody, and then you're like, oh, I thought I knew that, but then all of a sudden they change. So it's about discovering the other person and not always thinking you
See,
know who they
that
are.
change has to be. I don't listen to rap music no more. You know,
Yeah,
like it
I
can't
don't believe in
be
Jesus anymore.
that stuff. Like, what is happening? You know, like
I mean, it could be if
Well-
you're okay, but for me,
it can't be.
I need you to pray for me, and I need to be able to pray for you.
You
And if
talking
you're
about
laughing
inner
at me
circle.
praying and saying that you're praying, that's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Because you could have people who aren't in your religion, but they respect your religion.
Right.
And I could be okay with that. But when you start thinking, okay, what you're doing is nonsense, and you're not respect, it's really about respect.
Right.
Too.
100%.
But inner circle people, I'm about to say something inflammatory here, but somebody who doesn't, it's very rare to find someone who has the fruits of the Spirit who is not believing in God. And it's rare to find people who have the fruits of the Spirit, period.
Right. Yeah.
Even Christians would be like, I'm like, okay, I'm a
Christians
Christian. Where? Which part of you? Because I don't see it at all.
On that T-shirt you wearing.
Yeah, and you have the Bible, and you go to church, and you talk about it, and you sing, and you fellowship, but you're just awful all around.
Let me say this.
But, yeah.
Let me say this as a pause. I feel like I want to say perfection is elusive. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the goal.
The
anyway.
goal is not to find or only accept perfect people. The goal is effort.
True effort.
True effort. Like, I have been a part of friendships, and it's like I'm in this friendship and relationship by myself. And
Well, let me explain something to you.
yeah.
Like, we found this restaurant that we really liked. The owner of the restaurant, we saw this person go from truck to restaurant, and we were so proud of them. Just wanting to support Black-owned business. We were like, we're there. We're going to tell everybody that we know. May not be a lot of people, but we're going
Don't tell
to
'em.
champion for you. We're going to
Go there.
do the reviews, whatever.
Yep.
One day we walk in, and it's super hot in there.
Yeah.
When I tell you, boiling in the summertime in
AC
Georgia, if
unit
you
went out.
understand. AC unit went out. It's been days of it.
Yep.
And they're just literally, the owner is just sweating in there. And this man says, we get out of there, we do the order. Because he said, yeah, it's hard because the person he's leasing from, they're not trying to do it. So he doesn't even know what in this situation is going to alleviate something. But they're literally suffering in there. Like, it's hard to breathe in there, how hot it is.
That's
And
what.
Byron goes and he says, we get out of the restaurant, and Byron's like, we got to help him out. Let's go get a fan. Was it one fan or two? I think it was one.
Damn.
Like a cooling fan thing, like the
You
AC
put
fan.
the-
you put it in the
the-
freezer
the-
and cools it down.
Ice water
One or
in
two?
there, and I think we might have got them too. I
think it was two. So, because, in the kitchen, it gets hot in there.
Yeah.
So he went out and he bought this man a fan.
I don't know this guy. FYI.
Well, we just want to support, you
Just
see
saying,
someone
like-
that you already care about because you see them doing the work. You see them struggling. You see them
Right.
not struggling, but doing all the work that it takes to build. And you know
putting
how
in
hard
effort.
it is too. But for me, that action that you did without thinking and going out there, it's not like, hey, this is my boy, but I come back and be like, hey, it was
Right.
kind of awkward actually. We're like, what do we do now? We're just gonna
Right.
come in and be like, hey, listen, we don't want you to suffer anymore. Just take the fans, and we left, right?
Right.
But the point, well, actually, I didn't even go inside. You went inside. But the point of that, me bringing that up, is to say what you exhibited there without thinking and actually following through. Because somebody would be like, might think that I want to get the fan, and be like, that's somebody, he could go out and get his own fan and then drive off and go.
Yeah.
Or say why his wife didn't go out and get a fan. Or why he didn't pay one of the workers to say, hey, go grab a fan.
Right.
That right there, what you exhibited, that's the fruit of the Spirit to me. That's stuff that you could be like, that man's a Christian. Because you without you actually having to say it, you can say, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the things that you look for in a friend. Because you didn't ask. He didn't say, oh, I wish somebody would buy me a fan. He was not. He was just sitting there sweating, doing the work that he was supposed to do. And you come and you make things lighter in a way that you get nothing from it.
Absolutely
nothing. We
didn't
get any free food or anything from the rest of our lives there.
Right.
Obviously, he was happy to see us. He would probably add a little extra food in there, but it was never...
next meal on us.
We never did it for that. Well, he didn't. I didn't do anything. I was just down. But those are the things that you look for in people where you're like, I can't teach that. You can't say, come here and you should have bought it for me. You can't do that. But those are the things you want. The character of the person has to shine through whether they say they're a Christian or not, whether they say you're a friend or not. If I'm a person that is supporting you, I got you. Right. If I can, you got it.
Right.
So those are the things that the character of the person has to shine through in any circumstance.
Right.
So
friend is a strong word. I think we take a little bit too lightly.
That's what you were saying. You were saying compartmentalize, and I'm like, some of them ain't friends. Some of them sound like acquaintances.
Yeah, that's also true.
I don't know. Acquaintance seems a little bit more distant, but that's really what it is. Like, I know this person, we're cool. If somebody's your friend, that's a different story.
Yeah, it's levels because like it's people who I don't talk to often, but it's one of those, hey, if I call you and I say I need something in this moment, you're gonna help me figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's valuable too. And I still
still a friend.
That's what I'm saying. I still consider that person a friend. And there's people who I'm like, I bring you closer and be like, yo, this is like a brother to me.
Right.
Those are the ultimate betrayals. When you bring somebody closer and it's like, now, yeah, we friends, but now I'm also being extremely vulnerable. And it's kind of like, just be smart with your selections on that. Again,
what was the start of this question?
One of the three lessons.
Wish you learned?
Things I wish that I learned. Just like who like you. Well, don't like who doesn't like you. Excuse me. Don't like who doesn't like you. And a part of not doing that is to recognize who doesn't like you. So many people come in pretending because they see like, oh, this guy's on to something, or this girl has something. I want to be her friend. Like, I've literally.
Sometimes it's just your light.
Yeah, like, I've seen people
who you are
just,
as a person just want to be around because you have the light, but they're jealous of the light, and it's like, you can have your own light.
Yep.
That is actually a God-given thing.
As soon as they
you need to discover
close
for
to the
yourself.
light, they like moths to the flame and. Then they try to come and put a basket over it.
Correct.
Like, yo, you can be bright. Okay, that was cool that you was bright.
That's
now I'm
bright.
here, but that's a little too bright. You can get a car, but don't get one better than mine. You can get a house, but don't get one better than mine. You can get a girl, but don't get one better than mine. Like, bro, get out of here, man. Like,
that was a great discussion.
Yeah, that's it.
Now I have some stories.
Okay.
Might only be able to fit 2.
That's fine.
That's okay.
If that's okay with you.
All right. You ready?
Sure.
This is from the subreddit, Am I the A-hole?
We love those.
Am I the a-hole for exposing that I've been funding my successful, quote-unquote, sister's entire life after my parents called me boring?
Funding my sister's entire life?
My successful sister.
Wait a second. So the successful sister isn't even successful? But it's because that you've been giving her. Wow, okay. Depending on how trifling this sister is, because if she start trying to flex, it's like, wait a second, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Dad threw his napkin down and yelled, "You're the problem. You're not like your sister. She actually contributes." I laughed and said,
She contributed the money that I give her?
I laughed and said, then she can contribute to her own rent.
Oh, Lord.
Dad froze mid-breath. Mom dropped her fork, and my sister turned white as a sheet. I should back up.
Yeah,
I'm
that
28.
sister needs to defend you before it got to that point, but go ahead.
Been working full-time since college graduation. My sister's 31. Unemployed for the past 4 years.
That's a long time.
Despite having 2 degrees. She lives in a condo downtown that costs $2,400 a month. I know because I've been paying for it. Our parents don't know this. They think she's some independent career woman.
Lord Jesus.
Because that's what she tells them.
4 years.
Meanwhile, she calls me every month going, just until I find something, please. I promise to pay you. I'll pay you back.
No way.
4 years of promises. $115,000 of my money gone. The dinner started normal enough. Sunday family meal at their place. Roast chicken, mashed potatoes, the usual. Then Dad starts in about how I need to be more ambitious and take risks like your sister did moving to that expensive neighborhood. Like your sister did moving to that expensive neighborhood. My sister's sitting there, nodding along, playing with her wine glass. She's wearing this designer blouse I know for a fact costs more than my car payment. I bought that too, by the way. Early birthday present, she'd said. I kept quiet. I always keep quiet.
No way.
But then Dad goes, your sister invested in herself. That's why she's thriving. You're too cautious, too boring. Mom jumped in. She's right, honey. Maybe if you took some chances instead of just sitting in that accounting job. I like my accounting job, I said. But it's not impressive, my sister added.
Oh my God. The sister. Okay.
She actually said that.
Okay.
You could do so much more. That's when Dad threw his napkin. The whole speech about me being the problem. However, I never contribute to family events. Now how I never contribute to family events. How I'm not living up to my potential like Golden Child over there. I lost it. Just completely lost it.
Justifiable.
She can contribute to her own rent then. Silence.
Yeah.
Complete silence. Dad went, what?
Yeah.
I've been paying her rent for 4 years.
Lord.
All $115,000 worth of it. Plus her car insurance, her phone bill, and about half her credit card debt. So maybe she can contribute to that to family events since she's so impressive.
Lord Jesus.
My sister's face went from white to red. She said, You said you wouldn't tell them.
While she belittles you. Okay, go ahead.
I said, you said it would be 3 months. My mom was staring at my sister. You don't have a job? I'm between opportunities. For 4 years? Dad's voice was rising. We've been bragging to everyone that you're some hotshot marketing consultant. I am consulting, my sister stammered. Just the market's been tough. What consulting? I pulled out my phone, pulled up my bank statements. Here's February, $2,400 rent. Here's March. Here's April. Want to see January? December? Should I go to the beginning? My dad grabbed my phone. He scrolled and scrolled. His face was doing this thing where it kept changing colors. You told us you got a promotion last year, Mom whispered. Sorry, that was a whisper. You told us you got a promotion last year, Mom whispered. My sister tried to salvage it. I was going to pay her back. It's a loan. Family helps family. 150. Family doesn't lie for 4 years, I said. Lord. Family doesn't call me boring and unambitious when I'm literally funding your entire lifestyle. That's when it got messy. My sister started crying. But the angry kind of crying, yelling about how I'm cruel for exposing her, how I promised to keep it secret, how I'm ruining her life by telling the truth. Dad asked her to leave.
Yeah.
Just straight up told her to get out of the house.
Yep.
She turned to Mom for support. Mom wouldn't look at her, just kept staring at her plate. This is BS. My sister grabbed her purse. You're all BS. I made one mistake, $115,000 worth of mistake, I said. Worth of mistakes, I said. And you made them while calling me boring. She slammed the door so hard a picture frame fell off the wall.
Lord.
The rest of the dinner was awkward. Dad kept apologizing.
Yeah, he should.
Mom kept asking why I didn't tell them sooner. I didn't have a good answer for that. Honestly, part of me thought my sister would eventually get her act together and pay me back.
4 years
Another
later.
part of me was just too tired to deal with the fallout. 2 days later, my sister sent a text. not an apology, a Venmo request for $2,400 with the note,
No way.
rent is due.
No way.
I blocked her. Then my aunt called. Apparently, my sister told her entire side of the story, where I'm the villain who humiliated her in front of everyone and violated her privacy. Half the family is mad at me now. They're saying I should have been more discreet, that I embarrassed her on purpose, that family issues should stay private.
While she embarrassed her.
But here's the thing. I didn't plan to say anything. I was going to keep being the quiet one who just pays and stays boring and unambitious. They pushed me to that point. And if my sister hadn't spent 4 years lying while insulting me to my face, there wouldn't have been anything to expose. Dad changed his will, by the way. Found out yesterday. My sister was supposed to inherit the lake house. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now it's mine, which has caused a whole new explosion of drama.
Oh, yeah.
Mom keeps calling, asking if I can loan my sister money for one more month while she figures things out. I said no. I'm being vindictive. She said I'm being vindictive. Maybe I am.
Right.
But I'm wondering if I should have kept my mouth shut. Maybe I should have pulled my sister aside privately instead of blowing up at dinner. The family's split now. Cousins aren't talking to each other. My uncle sent me a long email about airing dirty laundry and about how I've damaged the family unity. So I guess I'm asking, am I the a-hole? All the comments have been deleted by the moderators, so I don't know why what the vote is, but there's 400 comments been deleted, so I don't know
crazy.
What that was.
First of all, no ma'am, because here's the thing. Had you just come out and be like, yeah, I'm paying all of her stuff, and it wasn't provoked, and it was just the dad kind of talking, it's like, I'm going to eat this time. I could see that. When she jumped in and doubled down and co-signed the father, instead of being like, well, Dad, she's trying her best. She's doing what she loves. Let her do what she loves. She makes good money. To be giving up $2,400 and it's not $1,000 and it's not hurting her own pockets.
Mm-hmm. Well, she probably lives under her means.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, there has to be.
She moved to a fancy, expensive house, so her payment is much more than the sister's.
Right, but what I'm saying
still living her life.
To be able to give that and not being like, hey, you going on a payment plan or whatever, to be able to give that.
And it's not just the rent, it's the car insurance,
the credit cards, like
designer shirt.
To be able to do that and like to have the ability to do it is a lot.
Yep. And
the thing is, that sister really messed up by being like, yeah, you are boring. Yeah. Wait a sec. What is happening here? You had every right.
Yep.
To turn around and be like, listen, no, we ain't doing this. We're not doing this.
What is weird to me, I mean, the deleted comments, I don't know. Maybe people are saying it's not real, like it's made up or whatever, but let's assume that it's real, because you have to assume all of them are real, right? In order for this thing to work. So I'm sure there are people like this. Anyway, her telling the aunt, and the aunt calling her and getting involved, and then people saying she's airing her dirty laundry and family things should keep. What was this? What was the line?
I can't remember exactly how it was.
Family issues should stay private.
Right.
They're nuclear family that is dealing with this. This is not. You're the one calling.
Exactly.
This is mom, daughter, and father and sister. Like, there's no extra people in here.
That is correct.
This is full on nuclear family dealing with their stuff. And no matter what, the villain she's been paying $115,000.
Bruh.
So she's paid her due. This is it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I am not paying this anymore. You've ruined it for yourself. And it's over now.
Yeah.
Now, you've been lying to where's the repercussions for that? You've been lying. The aunt is not telling her, hey, you've been lying to all of us. This is not okay. And which is why the parents are upset. Yeah. But why is aunt and uncle getting all up in there? And the uncle talking about you damaged the family unity. She did. The sister did.
Yeah. Because if she would have kept her mouth shut, nobody would have ever known.
Yeah. So entitled people
and
will always surprise me.
Mom, don't call me.
Right. Can you loan her one more time?
No,
you loan her.
You loan her, because no man.
Because you know the dad is saying
years,
absolutely not.
4 years is a long time to be between whatever you got going on. No. First off, couple things. One, you really shouldn't. Don't feel bad for protecting yourself. There's a point where you have to protect yourself. You can't just be somebody's
doormat,
just to walk all over. It's levels to that. Protect and keep it between us stuff. Yeah, she could have pulled her to the side like, hey, this gotta stop. But hey, this gotta stop 3.5 years ago. Like, what is going on?
Two things have to stop. If mom and dad are bringing me down
because
of things that you know is not true,
she should have defended her.
You got to support me.
Yeah.
And not in the way that you did, because I would still be upset about what you said. She's doing her best. She's trying. Still sounds like I'm a failure.
I know, but I'm saying say something. Don't join in on the attack.
No, you should see that's uncalled for. She does good for her. She's doing well for herself. And as she's happy, then that's what it is.
Right.
That's it.
Something to defend was what I'm getting at.
Yourself, you know how much money she spends on you every month. Ridiculous. No way.
Have a nice day.
Okay. All right. Ready for the next one?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know what the verdict is because there is none.
Right. I know what it is. Not the a-hole. Keep going. We're going by what I just said. That's the only comment on there now.
All right. Am I the a-hole subreddit? Am I the a-hole for not giving individual Christmas gifts to my sister's kids? It's a throwaway account. To start off, my sister and I are not close. Nothing happened. I don't think she's a terrible person. We're just two very, very different people and live very separate lives. We text each other on our birthdays and we call each other once around the holidays, and that's it.
Okay.
We live thousands of miles away from each other, and it's been about 8 years since I've seen her and her family in person.
Long time.
I don't have kids. Well, my sister has always dreamed of a huge family, and she got her wish.
McAllister's.
Between her and her husband, they have 9 kids.
Oh, no, it is a McAllister's, really.
Between the ages of 2 and 16.
My goodness.
After my sister and her husband got married and the head count reached over 4, I decided to just start getting something for all the kids to share on Christmas. Some years it's been something for all of them to do. Some years it's been something like a gaming system. I figured it was probably nicer to get one expensive gift that they probably wouldn't have gotten rather than 9 cheaper ones.
Right.
My sister's never said anything about it, although I don't know how she really feels about this. A week back, I got a surprise call from my sister. She said money was super tight this year and was wondering if I can get all the kids something they can unwrap individually instead of one big thing. I asked her to send me their Christmas list to see what it would look like. Most of the kids asked for really expensive electronic items, totally well over $100 a kid.
No.
If I got everyone something from their list, that would come to well over $1,000. I haven't even met some of the kids.
I don't even know you.
I don't even know these kids. And I'm not even part of a religion that celebrates Christmas, so I thought that was a ton of cash to drop.
Right.
I called my sister back and said, hey, I appreciate money is tight because, hello, it is as she's raising the next lineup for the Braves. Not that I said that. Not that I said that. But I said I'm just not in a position myself to spend over $1,000 on Christmas gifts. My sister got upset and said she just wanted to give the kids something to open.
Well, they about to
I said I understood.
Hot Wheels.
All different colors.
Different colors of Hot Wheels.
I said I understood, but unless she was willing to let me know some cheaper options, I wasn't able to spend that much. She went back and forth for a while before she snapped and called me a jerk and hung up.
That is not unreasonable to say, send me something where it's cheaper because you're asking me to do this and I have a limit.
And you're poor right now.
Oh my God.
Money is tight, so you can't.
So you want me to fund your Christmas because you don't have any money. Let me tell you how.
Can I finish this?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We haven't spoken since. I appreciate the position she's in, but I just can't justify spending that much on Christmas presents. Am I the a-hole?
No, because the thing is, a-hole move would have been like, bro, what is you talking about? No, I ain't doing this. Have a nice day. Click on her to begin with. But
You
you
were
would
nice
sit back
enough
here
to
to
ask
try to,
for a list.
yeah, you got a list. Then it
9
came
gifts
something
is a
ridiculous.
lot.
Very much so.
Even if it's $25 a gift, I have
Yeah.
to also ship it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of gifts.
25. I mean, the 9 gifts at $100 a piece, bruh. Asking for electronics and stuff. When you say you bought a gaming system, that means total you spent $500-$600 total.
Which is a lot.
Depending on the gaming system, that's on the
Right.
upper end. She might have spent 3-4. I don't know, but even still, to do that so that everybody can be happy. Okay, you want me to give your kids an experience you can't afford, that I can't afford, and you're mad that I can't afford it and you can't afford it either? Man, please have a nice day. Yes. I'm not doing this. So now you went from, hey, look, I'll still do this for you. Help me out with coming up with a little bit cheaper list so we can make this work, because I want to help your kids have. I'm still showing I care.
Yep.
I want to make sure your kids have a good Christmas. I just cannot financially do this. This is not a good situation for me to create, because now it's going to put me in a bad place. I can help you out. I can't go that far. She was still being reasonable and decent when she said that. I'm not giving you nothing now.
Yep. Cool.
I'm not giving you nothing now. I don't even know these kids.
House.
I ain't.
Sorry. That was just petty.
Yeah.
But for real though, I mean, lack of money brings out the worst in so many people. And we were talking about, Byron was saying money does make you happier. But
no, I said
basically that's what you're saying.
I said
were saying you said money doesn't make you money, and that was not true.
What?
That was your main argument, that people were saying that.
No, I'm saying that what I said was that money can eliminate stress.
That's what you ended up saying.
Yes, that's what I said from the beginning.
No.
And you was like, no, you said there's gonna be other type of stress. And I'm like,
we had that discussion.
Yeah.
But you said the saying about money doesn't make you happy. You said that is not true.
Okay.
Because money eliminates stress, therefore makes you happy.
This is all one sentence, by the way. This wasn't I started one way, changed my argument. In one sentence I said it eliminates stress, and having a stress-free life it doesn't
eliminate stress. Let's just start there.
Okay.
It does not.
Depends on what you're stressing out about.
If you don't have money, the things that you stress about will be eliminated. But then there are other stresses that will come beyond that.
Eventually,
so
possibly.
It's just about the level at which your problems are. Mm-hmm. The goal is to get to the level where your problems are more sophisticated, in sense that you can dismantle them with resources or with skills that you can acquire.
So let's talk about this situation right here that we're dealing with, right?
So no.
The situation that we're dealing with is these kids aren't having a good Christmas at all.
We don't know that.
They're not going to get any gifts if they rely on
that doesn't mean they're not going to have a good Christmas. What I'm saying is not having money brings out the worst in people. Hence the conversation where she started to yell at the sister and ask. First of all, asking that is unreasonable. What you should have done with them 9 kids is let them know the situation. Money is tight this year, so don't expect any gifts.
Wow, you want me to say that to my kids?
Absolutely. We're going to have to band together and make memories, buddy.
You know what that remind me
Let's
of?
make a fort.
Dave Chappelle. I was worried.
No, you're not going that, but you're just going to say, guys, this year, we can't afford the Christmas that we normally do for you guys. We're going to we're going to make memories this year. You make a fort. You
so
do a picnic on the ground.
You
do the things that kids enjoy. You play with them. You do things that will create memories. Like, I just had a customer that I dealt with, and they were telling me, my daughter, it was the grandmother. She was the grandmother. My daughter just did a Grinch theme Christmas for her kids. And she was like, they have a Grinch tree, and then they had the ears and stuff that she got at Five Below. Because, I mean, kids at a certain age, who cares? But they made green pasta, and they made green cupcakes, and they made things that were Grinch inspired, and they even had like green sprinkles for like the stuff, and popcorn was they got it green and all that stuff, and it was like I was like, that's so wonderful, because it wouldn't cost much to make that a huge core memory for the kids to be like, wow, this is fun. So you could be creative,
I'll say this,
mom, and say, we're doing a Grinch Christmas.
Yeah.
And make it cheap and fun and interactive with the kids, making crafts and play games, and there are cheap games that you could play with Dixie cups and all this stuff. Just make it about memories. Now, it's not, Christmas is really, for me, Christmas is not about the gifts. Christmas is about the togetherness and the games and the traditions that you have in place. If it is that you're now reaching out to your sister to get $100, you are building these children up, because now the children have said, I'm telling you what I want, $100 gifts, items.
Because you're building them up for money and she gonna do this.
You're building them up for sore disappointment. Their hearts are going to be broken now because they're thinking they're expecting this $100 gift. They should have been known, like, hey guys, this Christmas, we're like, I had a cousin, amazing cousin. I love her. She's much older than me in terms of, like, I was a kid and she was already a mom. And I would come over there for summer sometimes, and she would do, we're doing water week. We are not drinking any juices, no sodas, no nothing. And I don't know if that was really a health thing or we saving some money this week, right, and y'all is drinking water. And it kills two birds with one stone. Your kids should be drinking more water, make sure that they're hydrated. And second of all, it creates some discipline and some appreciation for when the juice and the sodas and whatever else comes back. You realize, okay, that this is not something I have to have all the time. And I thought it was brilliant. But there are ways that you can save money. There are ways that you can create memories, because kids don't really care at the end of the day. Because it sounds like they haven't lived this underprivileged life the whole time. It sounds like this Christmas is the first time that that's going to happen. Well, hey, let's get some reality, but also not make them suffer. And in this parent's mind, the only way for me to resolve this is to get someone else to do it.
So I'm going to say this. I agree with the memory thing. I don't agree with having the conversation that we don't got it. I would just that's if depend on, because like I told our kid, I'm like, bruh, this is magical stuff. This is happening. The reason behind the season is Jesus, and your parents are, you know what I'm saying? Huh?
We're the ones buying the gifts.
Your parents is making life
Santa's
real nice.
Santa's a Christmas figure.
Right.
But he's a character. He's like not real.
Easter Bunny,
right.
Like we you know.
He's like
there ain't no
a mermaid. You know? Like, yeah.
There ain't no magical being coming down our chimney, but it's fun. So let's just understand what's happening here. So it's really about trying to make sure they're not that far off the deep end to begin with. And then when this time, if it happens, it's, hey, we're celebrating Christmas differently. And that's it.
Like the water week. I don't know if water week meant we're saving money or if we're focusing on something.
She might have just been like, we on a health kick. So I'm not having a conversation like, hey, I don't have it.
We're making each other presents
because then nothing is going to be good enough. It's like, dang, man, mom, ain't got no, y'all got to do better with y'all. You got to do a better job. Like, you know, like, the 16-year-old is old enough to know what's going on. Like,
well, that's why are you
we're not setting expectations.
Why are we telling the kids, write your list for what it is you want for the $100 item? That to me is making the kids,
it's crazy,
going to be disappointed for sure.
It's crazy. Now they really gonna be disappointed. So
and that's why she told them, send them give me your list, because I'm gonna get it. But you know what that woman is gonna do? Somebody said it in the comment. Let me read this one comment, and I think this is a feeling that I agree with. The person says, not the a-hole. The cynic in me thinks if you buy those gifts, the labels on them are coming off and getting replaced with love, mom, and dad.
Yeah, man.
That's what I feel that mom would have done.
When you mail that thing.
Because that's why you're mad. Because you told your kids.
You was going to hook them up and you ain't got it.
Send me the list of things, and then money change, whatever happens.
If money change, she might be a dirtbag.
It's never happened in the past 8 years. Nothing has ever happened. But she's saying money's tight this year. Can you buy the kids the gifts? And that's fine, because things happen to people all the time. Life, you know, the pandemic showed us that people are really living paycheck to paycheck. People are really one off pay cycle and companies were like,
Messed up.
we need a bailout, so at the end of the day, that's totally understandable. My thing is, the reason why I was saying to tell the kids, you don't have to, like the other
Right.
like the other way is probably a better way of doing it, but you're making this thing more pressure on yourself because you're already stressed about not having money.
Yep.
And now you realize, okay, let's pivot. And
Right.
you didn't do it right.
Nope.
You pushed the responsibility
On somebody else.
and you didn't pivot the meaning of the celebration.
Right.
You could have done something different and say, hey guys, we're getting a little too focused on the gifts. Let's make it about the memories. And, this year we're making gifts for each other. And we're
volunteering.
Yes, exactly. Whatever.
Going to the shelter, feeding people. Like, you got to see the other side of this or whatever. If it come down to it. Which, I mean, I know that's a lot for a kid to be saying, like, man, I don't want to do. But at the same time, if you want to spend, I don't have no money. Understand, this is what the other side looks like. If we,
and tell the kids we're making gifts or we're doing Kris Kringle, and we're doing it $25.
Yeah,
like there's so many
should have
ways.
been a cap. People be disrespectful when they ask for somebody to spend that type of money. Like, what it is.
But then it becomes about, that's not really a gift exchange to me. It's about you getting back the money that you spent on somebody else. And the gifting really should be about, I'm really happy to give this to somebody else who I know that this thing that they want, and I understand the person so well that I'm getting a gift that fits them.
Right. Not stuff out of obligation.
Correct.
And now it's somebody else's obligation because I ain't got no money.
The rest of the comment goes, do a combined gift. Or if they get something like PJs, a book, and a hot chocolate each, or an Amazon voucher each at a value that's affordable, or just nothing. Because the level of entitlement from your sister is gross.
Insane.
She's using you as a gift ATM.
Yep.
The fact that you never got a thanks or a photo of the kids playing with your gifts tells you all you need to know.
She didn't say that, but it could be true.
Someone said, I think the cynic in you is right.
I would say, if you still wanted to do something, which I'm like, y'all ain't even cool like that. If you still want to do so, I would do what I did previous seasons and just be like, this is the gift from me. This one thing like I do every year. Y'all can do that again. If I just felt guilted into, hey, I'm going to make sure I give something. Or if they want to do like, hey, everybody get matching PJs, the whole across the board, and y'all getting this thing, then you can't sit back here and try to switch no names around or nothing like that. Like, I gave y'all this magical Christmas with these $100 items. I ain't spending that much. It's $15 because I got all these outfits from TJ Maxx, whatever, and this is your PlayStation. Have a nice day. Like,
to me, the PlayStation is an incredible gift.
Come on. Tell me about
That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of money.
Tell me about it.
So some other people said, not the a-hole at all. Respectfully, they shouldn't have more kids than they can afford. Now, I think the person says, don't downvote me if you want, but 9 kids is way too much. I understand wanting a big family, but you can't even afford a big family, then you're just being selfish. Now, it's only this year that the person said that. She's never said every year you need to do this. It's only this year. So stuff happens to people. Chill.
Nine is that's a lot of kids. Wonder if she had any doubles. Like, is it twins here, triplets there? Like, we only had, a couple pregnancies, but we was popping out quintuplets.
It may have been joining families.
It could be joining families. Yeah.
I understand wanting a big family, but if you can't even afford a big family, then you're just being selfish. Your sister is severely entitled to money and gifts, and that's not hers, and she's not even obligated, to, especially when you aren't even close and you haven't had. That's the other part. We're not even close. You didn't even know these kids.
I haven't
seen. I haven't even met some of them because she's been 8 years since they've seen each other.
Insane.
She sounds like she's a type that if you were to send those gifts, she'd definitely put her name on it to make it seem like she bought the gifts and take the credit. Beggars can't be choosers, and I wouldn't blame you if you copped out of sending any gift at all.
Right.
Sister sucks, and she's a major a-hole. It's absurd that she's been behaving so immaturely. Save your money for yourself or for someone who isn't being so rude and entitled.
Yeah, you know, anything you give,
Expecting somebody else to pick up the slack on
bruh,
taking care of your own children is
is
wild.
crazy. Anything you give is automatically going to be it'll be a lot of money when you're talking
Correct,
about
because it's
with
nine.
9 kids. So
Somebody
even if you
said
try to
$20,
give a gift
$20 a gift
card,
is still $200.
that's what I was just gonna say. Like even if you try to give a gift card and say, "Hey, here's some money so that you can have a good Christmas for them," you can take credit for it. I don't care. You got to send $300 to make it respectable.
Well,
Like
the problem is that sending
still a lot of money
the gaming station set a precedent for how much money you're
you're
spending.
willing to spend.
And if
Yeah.
somebody see that you spent $600, $700 on something, they're like, "What's $300 more?" You got it.
Right.
And you don't know if that person's been saving up or she got a deal on it or whatever. You don't know
Well,
how they acquired this thing.
nope. Could have got it
And
off
if
the
they
back
also
of a
and
truck.
if they
I'm just
tell
playing.
you, if they tell you I can't afford $1,000, that's normal.
A lot
They
of people
should not have done the list.
You know what she should have did? She should have reached out to that girl who was giving $2,400 to her friend, her sister for rent. I gotta swap sisters because that other one would have never told you no to those kids. Let me
Right.
stop.
You silly.
But yeah. Moral of the story. We're gonna go back to our word today is character. Character would have stopped you from
Asking.
doubling down on your sister who's paying your rent. Character would have stopped you
Character would have not let your sister.
Character
pay
would
your
have
rent
not
for
let your
4
sister
years.
pay for 4 years while you're lying about getting a
6
promotion.
months max, which is a lot of money.
I
Because
wouldn't
I
even
will start
feel
having
right.
anxiety because no, I'm
Yeah.
paying it back. So I'm having anxiety every month you're paying for it because I'm thinking, okay, 2,400 times
Just for the rent.
6 is
14.
It's $15,000 or $14,400. $15,000 I have to pay you back, and I don't have any money right now. I'm moving
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, they gotta let
Moving
this
back
place
with
go.
mom and dad.
Let's put that pride to the side. That's the first thing. So character there. Character in this last one. Don't ask me for anything ridiculous. You are about to use your sister.
And this is where we circle back to the don't like who doesn't like you. Because that sister don't really like you. You're being used. And the thing is, yes, it's your sister. Yes, it's your sister, your nieces and nephews. But family doesn't really make you obligated to treat people
I like that, bro.
super close.
I
Like you don't
like
have to
that.
treat them close. If you see that you're not close, you're respectful. You send them a card, Merry
Cordial.
Christmas. But you don't have
Be
to send no
decent.
gifts and send this multiple gifts, and you're not obligated.
She's doing a lot.
This action right here lets you know
I
where
shouldn't be
I
involved
stand
like that.
with you,
You
and then
looking
you
at me.
need to move accordingly. No one's saying to stop giving gifts altogether, but you need to be like, okay, it's a box of popcorn for y'all.
No, not a
That's
popcorn.
getting delivered.
Y'all getting stocking stuffers.
Yeah, that's
We
getting delivered.
putting-
we're getting
we Amazoning this.
specialty made chocolates for the entire
Yeah.
family type gift.
Y'all getting
not a $600 gift each time.
graphic tees with your name on it. Like I don't,
Sweaters. Somebody said send them sweaters with your picture on it that says favorite auntie.
bruh, something.
There's a gift. For
Everybody
each
be
person.
mad.
Right.
But the point I'm trying to make is like don't sit back here and allow yourself to be destroyed by people who are classless. That is a lack of
Characterless, is that
character.
a word?
And it is now characterless.
Don't be characterless.
Don't be characterlessness.
Build your character up. Goodness gracious, all right.
This is you don't have to deal with that time, last name, blood. You don't have to stay connected to people like that. When you realize that, hey, I'm the sole engine behind this person's joy, and they don't care whether or not my joy is happening at all from a standpoint of financially or reputation in the other instant, like you ain't got to keep doing that.
Right.
It's a reoccurring theme on this show. Boundaries, set them, and respect yourself enough to hold them. Have
And the
integrity
boundary
within
is
yourself.
People think that people don't really have a good understanding. Like, I know I didn't have understanding of what boundaries. Me thinking it's about the other person, and it's really about you.
Integrity within yourself.
The person's crossed your boundary, you now have to act differently. Because they're going to be them. You can't control them.
Can't make them be. That'd be the biggest thing, is you see potential, or you see the possibility that someone, a level somebody else can reach, and you try to make them be that in their mind, and that's not what they are. You got to deal with who you have in front of you, because otherwise you are thoroughly wasting your time.
It comes with heartache, though, what you're talking about.
Absolutely. And I wish I could say that I've never experienced any of that heartache in any capacity, but that would be false.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, people who I thought were good people had to get let go. And they may think their infractions were small, when the truth of the matter is it's compounded foolishness, where it's like, I can't.
Compounded foolishness.
Yeah, you have frolicked in the area of disrespect
and disregard.
And disregard is a better word, not disrespect. Disregard for me. For a very long time, and it's like at a certain point in time, you have to stop that cycle.
You have to stop it, not that person.
Yes, I'm saying you, as in the individual in the situation, has to stop that cycle. I had to stop that cycle, and it's been, be people you really like,
and
but
you want to know what's crazy?
Like,
you don't miss them.
Tell me about it.
You're like, oh man, I thought I'd miss them, but you do. What I do miss is, because of cutting off certain people, you end up by proxy getting cut off. There are other people who by proxy get cut off because that's that person's people.
I get what you're saying.
So then you're like, I miss those people because they were casualties in this war.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but the reality is, kindness is a funny thing.
Right.
People think you're kind, so they think you can take advantage of you. And for a long time, I allowed that to happen because I thought that was the kind thing.
Right.
But then I realized I'm not being kind to me.
To yourself.
Right.
Say it again.
Right. I'm not being kind to me. And if I were my own friend seeing this, I would tell me,
hey, chill.
This ain't
cool.
You are destroyed. You're getting destroyed. And you like to say you can't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. And that's what I was doing a lot of that.
It's a selflessness.
Just like how this girl was keeping quiet and paying $115,000, I was paying that emotionally.
Yep.
And then after a while, there's only so much each person can take.
That is correct.
And you don't realize that sometimes cutting these people off or cutting that behavior out or whatever the thing is that's causing you to dishonor yourself is the kind thing to do. And then when you don't have those people in your life, then you can be generous. Because when people are taking advantage of you and they're consistently doing it, you start to not want to be generous. Yeah. And that's when you start to become stingy and not wanting to do things and bitter and anger and resentful, right? But when you cut people out of your life that are like this, and you try and rebuild with people who are deserving, I know people who respect your boundaries and people who are there for you.
It's even tough. It's tough to do, though. Like,
I
the thing
know,
is,
but
like,
once you start to have people like that, the generosity can come and be free. You can play and be generous and open and honest, and your generosity can overflow into this deserving group of people. But when you have all these other people where I don't know if I can play games, I gotta walk on eggshells because I don't know what. You can't be generous. You can't be fully self-expressed. Nope. So it's important. Those boundaries are so important because you end up caging yourself in trying to make this one relationship work. Yep. And it's not worth it. If you have to lose the whole group of friends because this one person is just damaging you, then sometimes that's what you have to do. And it is a lonely road. It's tearful. It's unfair because, you'd be like, well, why should I have to be the one when they're the one in the wrong?
I'm going to go back to what I said a lot earlier. Find your tribe. You got to find people who are there for you as a person, not for what you can do for them or how you help them, but people who just want to see you win. If, in fact, that is not true in your situation, or if it's tempered, because like I said, some people want you to win, but they just don't want you to win more than them, which is still very toxic. You gotta tap out. At least from the standpoint of, this is my inner circle. Be cordial, be nice, be friendly. Do not allow people to run over you. Do not allow people to use you. Do not allow people to take advantage of you. It is unhealthy to you. You need to like you enough to not like people who don't like you, to the point where you don't like yourself. And you're on Reddit asking, are you the a-hole, when you're not.
It's hard to tell sometimes when people are around you, your little community of
Oh
people.
my goodness.
They're telling you one thing, because those things, when you're in a family,
Yeah.
things that become normal, things that are normalized, you're like, something's wrong here. If somebody else
Yeah.
comes in, then they realize, this ain't right.
This
is
ain't
not
right.
normal. It's not good. So,
Not at all.
but
Anyways, yeah, character. That's what we're gonna say.
get your character up.
Get your character together. That being said, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and share.
And share.
Build this community. We need you to do so. Look at it. Look at the video, the whole thing. Send messages, Instagram. If you find a Reddit story,
Send it to us.
and you say, hey, look, I want to hear what your thoughts
opinion.
about this, because or Instagram posts or YouTube, whatever, and you want us to talk about it, we're open to it. If you find it, send it away, and we will share our thoughts on that from our perspective. Please enjoy the remainder of your day. Goodbye.
Bye.